the tide. I'm paralyzed, can't find the words, caught in the silence, nothing's heard. Wanna bounce to you, but my feet won't move. What do I do? What do I prove? When everything's crashing down, I'm lost, can't make a sound. Eyes wide open, but the world's gone dark. Every thought's a shadow, every word's a spark. I'm trying not to be strong, but I'm breaking inside. Can't fix what's broken, can't turn back the tide. I'm paralyzed, can't find the words, caught in the silence, nothing's heard. Wanna bounce to you, but my feet won't move. What do I do? What do I prove? When everything's crashing down, I'm lost, can't make a sound. In the quiet, I'm screaming inside. In the dark, I'm searching for light, but I'm stuck in the middle, nowhere to go. Trying to be the strength you need, but I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to explore a profound and often unsettling truth, the importance of letting go. In our lives we form bonds, forge relationships, and cultivate connections that shape our identities and experiences. Yet there comes a time when we must face the painful reality that not everyone is meant to stay with us on our journey. Sometimes we hold on tightly to those who have outgrown us, those who no longer appreciate our value, or those who simply choose a different path. This choice to let them go may feel like a loss at first, but it is in this very act that we open ourselves up to new possibilities, growth, and a more profound sense of purpose. Let us embark on this exploration of letting go with the understanding that while it may be challenging, it is often necessary for our well-being and evolution. Let us consider the consequences of clinging too tightly and reflect on the beauty that awaits when we release what no longer serves us. Understanding the nature of relationships. Relationships are inherently complex, often filled with a tapestry of emotions, hopes, and fears. Each connection we forge is a mirror reflecting our inner selves, allowing us to experience joy, love, and companionship. Yet, as we navigate through life, we encounter individuals who may not share our values, beliefs, or aspirations. This disparity can create tension and, at times, conflict. Recognizing that relationships are not static is crucial. They evolve, and sometimes we find ourselves growing in different directions. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery, we must examine our relationships with discernment. Are they nurturing our growth, or are they stifling our potential? The realization that some connections are transient can be liberating. It prompts us to appreciate the beauty of those relationships that serve a purpose, however brief they may be. Embracing the fluidity of relationships allows us to cultivate healthier connections, fostering an environment where mutual growth and understanding thrive. The journey of letting go is not just about loss, it is also about liberation. When we cling to individuals who no longer resonate with our journey, we inadvertently limit ourselves. We may miss out on the opportunities for deeper connections with those who align with our evolving selves. The act of releasing those who no longer serve our highest good creates space for new relationships to flourish, relationships that can enrich our lives and elevate our spirits. In understanding the nature of relationships, we must also recognize our role in their dynamics. We often internalize the narratives that lead us to believe we are responsible for the happiness of others. However, it is essential to understand that each individual must take responsibility for their own emotions and choices. By releasing the burden of responsibility for someone else's happiness, we free ourselves from the weight of expectation and disappointment. Ultimately, the understanding of relationships teaches us that not all bonds are meant to last a lifetime. Some relationships serve as stepping stones, guiding us towards greater self-awareness and deeper connections. In acknowledging this truth, we can begin to let go of the fear associated with change and embrace the beauty of new beginnings. Embracing change is a natural process. Change is an integral part of the human experience, often accompanied by discomfort and uncertainty. However, to embrace change is to embrace life itself. Just as seasons shift, so too do our relationships and circumstances. When we resist change, we tether ourselves to the past, holding on to what once was instead of embracing what could be. In our journey, we may encounter individuals who are no longer compatible with our growth. They may cling to old versions of us, refusing to acknowledge our evolution. In such cases, holding on becomes a hindrance rather than a help. Embracing change allows us to acknowledge the inevitability of growth, both within ourselves and in others. To let go of those who are unwilling to grow with us is an act of self-compassion. It signifies our commitment to our own development and well-being. By releasing toxic or stagnant relationships, we create space for relationships that honor our evolving selves and our aspirations. Embracing change requires courage, a willingness to step into the unknown with faith and resilience. The process of letting go can feel daunting, yet it also opens doors to new experiences. By relinquishing our attachment to the familiar, we allow ourselves to explore uncharted territories. This exploration often leads to profound self-discovery as we learn more about our desires, values, and dreams. As we embrace change, we become more adaptable and open to the possibilities life presents. We learn to trust in the ebb and flow of life, understanding that endings often pave the way for new beginnings. In this understanding, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace, knowing that letting go is not an act of failure, but rather a necessary step toward our growth and fulfillment. The power of self-worth. At the core of our ability to let go lies a fundamental understanding of our self-worth. When we recognize our inherent value, we become less inclined to cling to relationships that do not honor us. Our self-worth acts as a guiding compass, steering us away from connections that drain our energy and diminish our spirits. In a world that often equates worth with external validation, we must learn to cultivate an inner sense of value. This inner knowing empowers us to set boundaries and make choices that align with our well-being. When we acknowledge our worth, we become less fearful of the repercussions of letting go. We understand that we deserve relationships that uplift and inspire us rather than those that leave us feeling depleted. Self-worth is not merely about how we perceive ourselves, it also influences how we allow others to treat us. When we value ourselves, we are less likely to tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. This newfound clarity helps us identify relationships that are toxic or detrimental to our well-being. In letting go of these connections, we reclaim our power and reaffirm our commitment to our own happiness. As we nurture our self-worth, we begin to attract relationships that reflect our values and aspirations. We gravitate towards individuals who uplift and support us, fostering connections that align with our journey. This shift in our social landscape can be transformative as we find ourselves surrounded by those who genuinely celebrate our growth. The power of self-worth extends beyond personal relationships. It influences every aspect of our lives. When we cultivate a strong sense of value, we become more resilient in the face of challenges. We develop a greater sense of agency, empowering us to make choices that align with our desires and aspirations. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we honor our self-worth and pave the way for a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. The illusion of control. We often cling to relationships out of a desire to maintain control. We believe that if we hold on tightly enough, we can shape the outcomes and ensure our desired reality. However, the truth is that control is an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable, and attempting to control others only leads to frustration and disappointment. The more we cling to relationships in an attempt to exert control, the more we hinder our own growth. It is essential to recognize that we cannot dictate the choices or feelings of others. Each individual possesses their own agency, and our attempts to control them can create resentment and distance. By releasing this need for control, we allow others the freedom to choose their own paths, which may, in turn, lead to healthier dynamics. Letting go does not signify defeat, rather. It is an act of surrender, a recognition that we cannot dictate the course of others' lives. In relinquishing our need for control, we can embrace the beauty of spontaneity and uncertainty. This shift in perspective opens us to the possibility of authentic connections based on mutual respect and understanding. When we embrace the illusion of control, we create space for deeper connections rooted in trust. Instead of striving to manipulate outcomes, we can engage with others from a place of authenticity and openness. This willingness to release our attachment to control fosters a sense of harmony, allowing relationships to flourish organically. The act of letting go also empowers us to focus on our own journey. By releasing our fixation on controlling others, we can turn our attention inward, nurturing our own growth and aspirations. This shift allows us to cultivate a sense of inner peace and acceptance, knowing that we are on our unique path. The fear of loneliness. One of the most significant barriers to letting go is the fear of loneliness. We often equate our self-worth with the presence of others in our lives, leading us to cling to relationships even when they are detrimental. This fear of being alone can paralyze us, preventing us from making necessary changes. However, it is essential to recognize that loneliness is not inherently negative. It can serve as a catalyst for introspection and self-discovery. When we allow ourselves to be alone, we create space for self-reflection and personal growth. It is in these moments of solitude that we can connect with our true selves and gain clarity about our desires and aspirations. Letting go of relationships that no longer serve us may initially evoke feelings of loneliness, but it can ultimately lead to profound self-discovery. In embracing solitude, we can explore our passions, interests, and values without external influence. This exploration empowers us to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves, paving the way for healthier connections in the future. Moreover, loneliness can be a bridge to new experiences. When we release toxic relationships, we open ourselves to new opportunities for connection and growth. We may find ourselves drawn to communities and individuals who resonate with our evolving selves, creating bonds.
You pull me in, no time to waste. We've danced this dance, it's all the same. But I'm hooked, can't break the chain. We crash, we burn, we never learn, it's a cycle. I can't discern, but in your arms I lose control. We fall apart, but still I go. Here we go again, spinning in the dark, chasing every high, even if we fall apart. Here we go again, you and me were blind, losing all we got, but it's worth it every time. It's all it takes, no future clear, just the now. But in the fire we're burning out. We crash, we burn, we never learn, it's a cycle. I can't discern, but in your arms I lose control. We fall apart, but still I go. Here we go again, spinning in the dark, chasing every high, even if we fall apart. Here we go again, you and me were blind, losing all we've got, but it's worth it every time. Here we go again. Here we go again. We know it's wrong, but we still pretend. Here we go again. You're my habit, my sweet mistake. We rise and fall, but still we drop. For just one night, it's all we need. Here we go again, we're free. Here we go again, spinning in the dark, chasing
bonds based on authenticity and shared values. In confronting our fear of loneliness, we must remind ourselves that being alone does not equate to being lonely. We can cultivate a rich inner life filled with creativity, exploration, and self-acceptance. By letting go of relationships that no longer serve us, we reclaim our power and embrace the beauty of solitude as a pathway to self-discovery. The gift of forgiveness. Letting go often requires us to confront feelings of resentment, anger, and hurt. Forgiveness is a crucial aspect of this process, allowing us to release the emotional burdens that weigh us down. Forgiveness is not about excusing the behavior of others. It is about liberating ourselves from the shackles of negative emotions. When we hold on to grudges, we perpetuate a cycle of pain and suffering. By forgiving those who have wronged us, we free ourselves from the emotional weight of resentment. This act of forgiveness is ultimately a gift we give ourselves, a means of reclaiming our power and peace. In the context of letting go, forgiveness serves as a catalyst for healing. It allows us to release the emotional ties that bind us to toxic relationships, empowering us to move forward with grace. By acknowledging our pain and choosing to forgive, we cultivate an environment where healing and growth can flourish. Forgiveness also fosters a sense of compassion. As we acknowledge our shared humanity, we realize that we all make mistakes and face challenges. This understanding allows us to approach our relationships with empathy, enabling us to let go of the need for retribution and embrace a more compassionate perspective. In practicing forgiveness, we create space for new beginnings. By releasing the emotional baggage of the past, we open ourselves to fresh experiences and connections. Letting go becomes a transformative act, enabling us to step into a future filled with possibilities and growth. The importance of boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of self-care, yet it can be challenging, especially when it comes to letting go of relationships. Boundaries allow us to define what is acceptable and what is not, protecting our emotional well-being. When we fail to establish healthy boundaries, we risk becoming enmeshed in toxic dynamics that hinder our growth. By letting go of individuals who violate our boundaries, we reclaim our power. Establishing clear boundaries is not an act of selfishness, it is a necessary step towards self-preservation. Boundaries empower us to create an environment that fosters mutual respect and understanding, paving the way for healthier connections. When we learn to say no to relationships that drain our energy or compromise our values, we open ourselves to healthier interactions. Setting boundaries communicates our expectations and reinforces our self-worth. It allows us to engage with others from a place of strength, knowing that we deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Moreover, boundaries encourage accountability in relationships. When we establish clear expectations, we create a framework for open communication and mutual understanding. This transparency fosters healthier dynamics, enabling us to navigate challenges with grace and respect. In the journey of letting go, we must embrace the importance of boundaries as a means of self-empowerment. By releasing those who refuse to honor our boundaries, we cultivate an environment where our well-being is prioritized, allowing us to thrive in the art of moving forward. Letting go is not merely an act of release, it is an invitation to move forward with intention and purpose. The art of moving forward requires us to acknowledge our past while embracing the possibilities of the future. This process involves recognizing the lessons learned from our experiences and integrating them into our journey. When we let go of relationships that no longer serve us, we create space for new opportunities and experiences. Moving forward requires us to cultivate a mindset of openness, allowing us to embrace change and uncertainty with grace. It is a commitment to our personal growth and evolution. As we move forward, we must remain mindful of our values and aspirations. This intentionality guides our choices, ensuring that we align ourselves with relationships and experiences that resonate with our true selves. Moving forward is not about forgetting our past, it is about honoring it, while forging a path toward a brighter future. In this journey we may encounter challenges and setbacks, but it is essential to approach them with resilience. Each step we take toward healing and growth is a testament to our strength and courage. We learn to embrace the ebb and flow of life, understanding that moving forward is an ongoing process. Ultimately, the art of moving forward allows us to cultivate a sense of hope and possibility. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we create a space for new beginnings, fostering relationships and experiences that enrich our lives. The influence of our environment. The environment in which we exist plays a significant role in shaping our relationships and experiences. When we surround ourselves with individuals who uplift and inspire us, we cultivate a sense of belonging and connection. Conversely, remaining in toxic environments can hinder our growth and perpetuate unhealthy dynamics. Letting go of individuals who contribute to a negative environment is a courageous act of self-preservation. By removing ourselves from toxicity, we create space for healthier connections to flourish. This decision is not merely about the individuals we associate with it, it is also about cultivating an environment that nurtures our well-being. In shaping our environment, we must be intentional about the influences we allow into our lives. This may involve distancing ourselves from negative individuals or seeking out communities that align with our values and aspirations. The act of letting go becomes a powerful means of curating our surroundings to foster growth and positivity. Moreover, our environment influences our mindset and emotional well-being. By surrounding ourselves with positivity, we cultivate an atmosphere of support and encouragement. This shift in environment empowers us to pursue our passions and dreams without fear of judgment or negativity. In the journey of letting go, we must recognize the profound impact of our environment on our relationships. By creating a nurturing space that honors our growth, we set the stage for deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. The role of reflection and letting go. Reflection is a powerful tool that enables us to gain insight into our experiences and relationships. Taking the time to reflect on our connections allows us to discern which relationships are beneficial and which may be holding us back. This process of introspection is essential for making informed decisions about who to let go of. When we engage in reflection, we create an opportunity to assess the impact of our relationships on our well-being. This assessment involves examining the emotional, mental, and spiritual toll certain connections may have on us. By acknowledging the signs of toxicity or stagnation, we empower ourselves to take decisive action. The reflection also allows us to gain clarity about our desires and values. It prompts us to ask important questions. What do we seek in our relationships? What boundaries do we need to establish? By engaging in this self-inquiry, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of our needs and aspirations. In the context of letting go, reflection serves as a means of processing our emotions. It allows us to confront the pain associated with release, enabling us to grieve the loss of relationships while also celebrating our growth. This reflective practice fosters healing and empowers us to move forward with intention. Ultimately, the role of reflection in letting go is one of transformation. By engaging in this introspective process, we cultivate a sense of clarity and purpose, allowing us to navigate our relationships with greater awareness and intention. The courage to let go. Letting go requires an immense amount of courage. It involves facing the unknown and embracing the discomfort that comes with change. The act of releasing individuals who no longer serve our highest good can evoke fear, uncertainty, and even grief. However, it is in this courage that we find our strength. When we choose to let go, we are essentially stepping into the unknown, a territory filled with possibilities and opportunities. This leap of faith demands resilience and a belief in ourselves and our journey. It is the courage to prioritize our well-being and growth over the comfort of familiarity. Letting go also challenges the narratives we have constructed around relationships. We may grapple with feelings of guilt or inadequacy, questioning whether we are making the right choice. However, it is essential to recognize that true courage lies in honoring our needs and desires. By releasing those who no longer align with our journey, we are affirming our commitment to self-care and growth. As we cultivate the courage to let go, we may find ourselves surrounded by newfound strength and support. Embracing our vulnerability allows us to connect with others who resonate with our journey, fostering relationships built on authenticity and shared values. Ultimately, the courage to let go becomes a powerful catalyst for transformation. It empowers us to step into our authentic selves, fostering relationships and experiences that enrich our lives. In this journey, we learn that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. Embracing the unknown with faith. In letting go, we must confront the unknown and often daunting prospect that evokes feelings of fear and uncertainty. However, embracing the unknown with faith can lead to profound growth and transformation. Faith is the belief that, despite the uncertainty, something beautiful awaits us beyond our current circumstances. Letting go opens the door to new possibilities. It invites us to trust in the unfolding of our journey, knowing that every ending is a precursor to a new beginning. This faith allows us to relinquish our attachment to outcomes, fostering a sense of freedom and openness to the opportunities that lie ahead. When we embrace the unknown, we cultivate resilience and adaptability. We learn to navigate the unpredictability of life with grace and confidence. This willingness to step into the unknown empowers us to seize opportunities for growth, allowing us to evolve and transform in ways we may not have anticipated. Moreover, embracing the unknown fosters a sense of curiosity. We begin to view life as a series of experiences waiting to be explored, each offering valuable lessons and insights. This shift in perspective allows us to approach our journey with wonder and excitement, rather than fear and trepidation. Ultimately, the act of letting go becomes a sacred practice and affirmation of our faith in the journey ahead. By releasing what no longer serves us, we create space for new beginnings and opportunities to flourish. In this embrace of the unknown, we discover the beauty of our journey, filled with infinite possibilities for growth and transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on the intricacies of letting go, we come to realize that this act is not merely a surrender, it is an affirmation of our worth, our values, and our journey. By releasing those who no longer serve our highest good, we create space for healing, growth, and new beginnings. In the art of letting go, we embrace the transformative power of our experiences, cultivating resilience and strength in the face of change. Ultimately, we learn that in letting go, we gain not only clarity and purpose, but also the freedom to embrace the fullness of our lives. Let them go. They will regret it, for in our release, we affirm our commitment to our growth, our happiness, and our journey toward becoming our best selves. Best selves. Best selves. Best selves.